How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today is episode 2 of my thoughts on the E3 conferences. Today we are going to be covering Bethesda and the Square Enix showcase. And I'm once again, same as last episode, I'm going to be telling you what really caught my eye and what I'm excited about. Now, as I said before, if there's games on here I don't mention and you're really excited about, fair play to you. And I'm sorry if I don't mention them, but I just want to talk about the ones that really excite me. So let's get started. So the first one we're going to talk about today is the Bethesda conference. Now, I thought as a general conference this was a really good one. To be honest, it was just good fun. You had Andrew WK play, like when they presented it so well. They were funny, and I just thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So the first game we're going to talk about is Fallout 76. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are excited about this game. If you're Bethesda fans, if you're RPG fans, if you're Fallout fans, you're looking forward to this game. So, Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other games. It's 4 times the size of Fallout 4, so that's a big old game. That's big! And it's set in the hills of West Virginia. Apparently, they're going to use the actual folklore of West Virginia to bring the game more to life. So if you know the folklore of West Virginia, hit me up, because I'd really love to hear it, because that is a really awesome thing to do, I think. You know, try and bring it more to life, make it feel more like West Virginia by using the folklore, I think is a brilliant idea. So Vault 76 was apparently one of the first vaults to be built. The world features new ways of rendering and lighting technology, so apparently the detail is going to be 16 times better than before. Now that is a significant number, and that will be insane if they manage to pull that off, which they probably will. Bethesda are pretty good. I'll give them that one on detail. Apparently the world has 6 distinct regions with their own sort of feel to them. So I'm very looking forward to this. Now, on the gameplay front, the monsters looked pretty awesome. The graphics did look very nice. And obviously this was just trailers and stuff and gameplay at E3. They'll probably get even better by the time the game is released. And the big thing is, it is entirely online. So it's almost like an MMO. But all the players in the game are real people. You can play solo if you want, apparently. So that's fine. It just is a bit more difficult, and it's sort of an open world, and the term he used was softcore survival. So you do have to survive. You build a base, you know, but if you die, your progression stays with you. You don't have to start again, new character or anything like that. So that's always nice. And that progression follows you if you sort of work with friends and stuff like that. It follows you everywhere through the game, whether you're solo, multiplayer, dead, whatever. Yeah, as I said, you can build bases, you can upgrade them. They can get attacked by other people, they can get attacked by monsters. But once you build these bases, apparently you can kind of pack up and move them, was the impression I got. Now, I don't know if I've interpreted that wrong, but that was the impression I got from them when they were speaking about it. One of the big things is, as well, they've included multiple nuclear missile sites on the map that anyone can play with. Anyone. So if you find one of these, you get the code for the nuclear launch. You can then just launch a nuke at someone, destroy someone's base, destroy just anywhere on the map, pretty much, with a nuke. And then you just go to the Fallout and take whatever you want. Now that sounds pretty cool. It's a pretty novel idea. It's going to be good. There's a lot to this, and I'm excited. And I'm pretty sure all of you are. And the other thing is, it's getting released this year. November 2018. Now, I don't know about you, but I was not expecting that. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are, and we'll definitely see how that goes. Now, while I'm on the Fallout subject, just a very quick tidbit. Fallout Shelter, they are bringing to PS4 and the Switch, and it's still completely free. Now, these aren't the main games. It's been around for a while, but I played Fallout Shelter for quite a while on my phone and tablet, and I actually really enjoyed it. I found it very entertaining. So, you know, if you like that kind of game, or if you like Fallout Shelter and you'd rather have it on one of your consoles, it's free, you know, you can get it. So it's just a little side note on the Fallout thing. The next thing they introduced that took my eye was Elder Scrolls Blades. Now, this is a mobile game. That's what they introduced it as anyway. So they introduced it as a mobile game, but then they said it's coming to all systems, PC, PS4, all that jazz. So that's pretty cool. You get procedurally generated dungeons. You know, the graphics actually do look pretty good. It's sort of, they've got the touch controls down to a T, according to them. Apparently it's very responsive on what you do, so that'll be entertaining. And one thing that was quite a novel thing with a game like this is you can play it in portrait mode. They really wanted to make sure you could play it one-handed if you want. And I get that. I quite like that idea. Small, but very handy. And for a phone game, it looks pretty damn good. It looks pretty beautiful for a phone game. There's a story behind it. You get 3 different modes of the game, including like a town building mode. So if you're big on like town building games, then this would be an awesome one. And apparently it's coming in the fall for free. Now, the fact it's coming for free, I feel like it might have a bit of a pay to win system behind it. So obviously you can do things all for free if you want, but I reckon to speed things up, to get better quicker and not have to wait ages, there's probably a pay to win element behind it. But they didn't mention that, but that's the idea I get. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see, but I find it very difficult to believe that this is going to be completely free for what looks like a lot of time put into it for it to be completely free. But we'll see how it goes. The next one was a game called Starfield. Now, they didn't talk much about this at all, but what they did say is it's a new original franchise by them. The first new original franchise in about 20 to 25 years, and it's that long because Fallout I don't think was originally their franchise. They just took it on, I think, correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But yeah, so the first new original franchise from them in like 20 years. It's apparently going to be next gen, and all we get from the trailer is that it's probably going to be a space themed game. You get to see a satellite in space, and that was about it. So I'm intrigued to see where that goes. Now, what they did was, and they've probably put a lot of hype into a lot of people's hearts, and I get it, and I really do, and I am excited to a degree, but they also announced that they are working on Elder Scrolls 6. But they also said that that's coming after Starfield. So that's a long way away, and it was pretty much just like literally the words Elder Scrolls 6 with like a nice CGI sort of world, but it didn't tell you any information or anything. So it's a bit hard to get super excited when all you see is a title. You know, yeah, great, they're making Elder Scrolls 6, but to be honest, I think we all probably knew that they actually were doing that anyway. But we'll see how it goes. You know, I am excited, but I can only get so excited over the title, especially when they say Starfield is coming first. So that's the one I'm excited about, Starfield. I think that could be really cool to see how that goes. But yeah, so that was what really took my interest at the Bethesda conference. I felt they had a really good conference personally. I really enjoyed watching it. But yeah, so if I've missed any on that, please let me know. So next up, I'm going to talk about the Square Enix E3 showcase. Now, this was a much shorter one. It wasn't like a full-on conference. It was just sort of a bunch of trailers pretty much. That's all it was. It was just a showcase of trailers, which I think is why they called it a showcase and not a conference. In fact, that's exactly why they called it a showcase and not a conference. I'm losing my mind. But anyway, now I'm quite intrigued by some of the stuff. So what we've got is, the first one I'm going to mention is The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Now this is set in the Life is Strange universe, and it's apparently, according to the Life is Strange universe creators, it's an introduction to the larger world that the creators want to build. So that's really cool. You seem to play as a character named Chris who pretends to be a superhero, and it seems to just be a game revolving around this child's imagination. And I think that's a really awesome idea, and I am so interested to see what they do with that. I really am. And to see what kind of a game that's going to be. It's released June 26th, 2018, so we'll see how that goes, because that is, that's literally like in a couple of days. That was yesterday. Was that yesterday? What's the date? No. Yeah, it was yesterday. No, it's a week. It's a week yesterday. A week yesterday. It was a week yesterday, everybody. So, you know, like 6 days away. My maths and my dates are all confuzzled. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Now, the next one was just a very short trailer, and it was for a game called Babylon's Fall. The trailer looks cool. It's sort of some knights with some weapons and like some maybe powers or just special weapons fighting, and then just some people standing in front of like a massive castle slash tower. It looks cool. It's by Platinum Games. It's coming to PS4 and Steam in 2019. Not much else is known, to be perfectly honest. They didn't give much away, which I have no problem with. Platinum Games do pretty good games. I imagine it's going to be a hack and slash, but we'll see. But that caught my eye. One thing I will note is Nier Automata is coming to Xbox once again on Tuesday, June 26th. Now, if you've not played Nier Automata, I suggest you go do that. If you don't want to play it but want to watch it, I did an entire playthrough of the whole game, just up there in the corner. Shameless plug. But you know, you can go watch it over there. It's quite a long series. It's a really good game though, and the fact they're bringing it to Xbox means that those Xbox people who didn't get a chance, they're gonna get a chance, and it's great. They're gonna love it. They're gonna enjoy it. Now, the next one they did, there's a new trailer for Octopath Traveler for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to this game. Like, people have known about this game being out for a while, or coming out, sorry, for a while. You know, it's not new news. We've all known it's coming out in July 13th to be exact. We've known that for ages as well, but I'm very excited because I love the Switch, but that is one thing that it is missing. It is missing a good JRPG, like a really good one. There's a few on there, or there's a couple. I played I Am Setsuna and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the greatest game. There's another one called Planet Ocean, I think it was. I can't remember. It's by the creators of I Am Setsuna, and it's sort of in the same style. There's a few extras, but like it didn't seem that different, to be perfectly honest with you. Like they even did sort of palette swaps of monsters from I Am Setsuna, and that seemed really disappointing and put me off playing it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. You can play as a cleric, a scholar, a warrior, a merchant, a dancer, an apothecary, a thief, or a hunter. So you got 8 characters, all very diversive. You get to explore a place called Ostera. I can't talk at all. Pronouncing stuff is so difficult. But it looks good. It's a pixel art game, but it's got like 2.5D graphics. And I think that's something we probably haven't seen in a while in a big mainstream title. And it's got the old school turn-based combat of a JRPG, sort of like Final Fantasy, so random battles and stuff like that. So that's the kind of one I want to play right now. Like, that's what the Switch needs. I know that you can choose sort of good or bad ways to do things, so like you can either be a merchant and buy stuff, or you can be a thief and just steal stuff and things like that, so you can go down different routes and stuff. And as I said before, the JRPG is so badly needed for the Switch, like so badly, like a really good one, and I'm hoping that this is it. Fingers crossed. Now, the last thing that caught my eye, and I'm sure it's caught everybody's eye, because people have been waiting for this for so many years, is Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, the graphics look stunning. It looks beautiful, like so gorgeous. It still has that real cartoony Kingdom Hearts feel to it, like everything Disney, you know, that vibe. There's so many more Disney characters and worlds. Like you got Frozen, you got Rapunzel, you got Ratatouille, you got Wreck-It Ralph, there's Toy Story, Monsters Inc. There's so much more added to it. The combat looks more fluid. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this, but I remember loving Kingdom Hearts. I really did when I was younger. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 mainly, and I really enjoyed it. But then I tried playing it again recently, and I was actually regretting playing it again because I felt I ruined those memories, because I felt the combat wasn't as fluid as it should have been, or as I remember it. I felt like I couldn't do as much as I felt I needed to be able to, or wanted to be able to, that I felt they could have put in, and it really disappointed me. Now, I don't know whether that's me just, you know, being greedy with games nowadays, being able to do so much, because, you know, this was back in the PS2 era, but it did just disappoint me a little bit. And, you know, I'm really excited and hoping that Kingdom Hearts 3 fixes that and improves on that. But as I said, like, that was a long time ago that Kingdom Hearts 2 was released. It was a PS2 game. and it's been so many years. So if they haven't expanded and made it more fluid and being able to do more, then I would say they've really let themselves down. But I don't think they'll do that. I think that it's been so long in the making. I think they've probably done a great game, and I'm excited to see what it comes with. And hopefully it's going to wrap up the story. I really do hope actually that this is going to be the last game in the series, because there's a lot. I've not played them all, but obviously you got Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, 350,000 million days over 7, or whatever it's bloody called. You've got another one, was Birth by Sleep, is it called? Is that what it's called? Like, there's just tons of games, tons of story. It's very convoluted and crazy, and I really hope that they're just going to wrap it all up with Kingdom Hearts 3. I kind of want them to just finish on a really high note, finish it off, don't make it any more mental, just end it on a good note. That's what I want, and I hope they can do that this time. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One in January 2019. Unfortunately, there is no news on the Final Fantasy VII remake, which, you know, is a shame, and I think a lot of people were hoping there would be, but unfortunately there was zero news on that. So as a Final Fantasy fan and a massive, huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, I was hoping for news, but yeah, unfortunately that's the case, and we probably won't even hear about it next year. Wouldn't surprise me, but we'll see how it goes, won't we? So that's all the time I got for today, guys. If I didn't mention any games on here, then I'm sorry, but not sorry, because they obviously didn't catch my eye enough. No, but seriously, if there's any games I didn't mention on here that you thought needed mentioning, let me know down in the comments and tell me why, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are there any games you're excited about that I have mentioned, or is there anything that you don't think looks that great that I've mentioned? Once again, I want to hear your thoughts on these conferences, because, you know, it's good to know. And, you know, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, drop a like, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody.